I know right now you're feeling the exhaustion. You're feeling fatigued. You're having difficulty sleeping. You're obsessed with your symptoms. Your thought patterns are focused on catastrophe. I totally understand, my friends. Today, I'm going to share with you exactly how to be free of all of these things, and it's going to come from my heart. Not from a step-by-step routine, but from intuition and personal experience. Let's dive in. Welcome to another important video on my channel. Thank you for spending some time with me here today, my friends. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do and hit the bell for all the notifications. And if you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click here at any point in the video. So when I make these videos, I usually think about, okay, what's a teaching point? What can I help other people learn in relation to their own anxiety or nervous system dysregulation, the fight or flight response, so on and so forth. But a few days ago I was thinking, we need to do a video that comes straight from my heart and with the topic of what it truly takes to be free. These 3 points, you're not really going to hear them too often in books or videos or podcasts. So that's why they're very important, and I truly hope that you can remember these, write them down, take action in accordance with them so that you can, my friends, be free from anxiety. The first point is this. It takes the willingness to admit that the way, not what you tried, but the way you approached your healing before doesn't work. Okay? There's a lot of people out there that keep circling, right? And I tried this before, let me go back to that, and maybe it'll work this time, right? I tried that, let me go back to that, maybe it'll work this time. It's different, right? Well, it's not so much what you're trying. It's not so much the modality. It's not so much the technique. It's your approach. It's the way you are approaching your healing. Because an anxious mind can't heal an anxious mind, right? You're trying to do all these different things, hoping that within days you're going to find the result that you want. But in truth, your mindset and your attitude needs the tweaking, not so much the technique or the modality that you are using, right? And when it comes to attitude is very, very important. In fact, I would say that it is the majority in relation to your healing. Often when you have the right attitude and the mindset going into your anxiety recovery, the way is presented to you. And when the way is presented to you, you're approaching it in a way that's not forceful. It has to happen or else I'm doomed. No, that's the old approach. That's the old attitude. Now the attitude is coming more so from a place of curiosity. If I approach this particular modality or technique in a softer way, not forcing it to heal me, but allowing what I'm about to do to teach me more about myself, to teach me how I dug this ditch for so many years, known as anxiety and dysregulation. So when you approach it from the place of learning, from the place of curiosity, then there is no more pressure put on you. Then there's no tension while you're doing the technique or the modality. This, my friends, is a very key point. And I want you to look at your own attitude and recognize what part of this attitude is holding me back from actual healing. right? For everybody, it's going to be a little bit different. Second point, what it truly takes to be free. The courage to see that the way you thought your healing would progress is not how it will actually progress. It will not, most of the time, not come from a step-by-step model, but from a place of surrender instead. Your lower self, your inner protector, is always looking for the steps. It's looking for the puzzle piece that will fit into that puzzle piece and that puzzle piece. Next thing you know, the whole board shatters on the ground and you have to start over every single time. Your inner protector loves that because it keeps you in a state of tension. It keeps you in a state of anxiousness. So that old model of step by step by step by step, if I can just follow these 30 steps back to back and do it exactly perfectly, then I'll get the end result. Not so much, right? It doesn't often work that way. But it comes from understanding that you must place yourself into the end result first in order for the steps to be shown to you. What I mean by that is that for you, your recovery and your healing will come from a different place than you thought. It will not come from the way your mind thinks it will come. It will most often come from a place that is simpler than what the mind is making up. Because a lot of people come to me and say, Dennis, I didn't realize that no matter what the situation is, external or internal, I have to teach myself to relax in the face of that situation, that experience. And I'm going, yeah. And so their focus doesn't turn to 100 different things. What do I do in this moment? What technique? What do I take? So on and so forth. For a lot of people, it comes down to, how can I show my body that it can stay relaxed in this particular moment? How can I surrender to what's taking place around me and inside of me? What does that truly feel like? And what kind of person do I become from this place of surrender, consistently from one moment to the next? So I want you to be open-minded from today onwards. Not look for the steps mentally, not look for the steps behaviorally, right? That's the old model that doesn't necessarily work for you. But give relaxation, surrender, a chance to speak to you in the way that is going to work for you in the moment now. Because when you come towards your healing from this place, you are moving your self-concept from a place of, I'm sick or gonna get sick, to a place of, hey, no matter what happens or no matter what my mind throws at me, I'm so comfortable in this place of trust that I'm okay with anything that takes place in the outer world or my inner world. And that place of trust and letting go and being with what it is you're experiencing without creating conflict with it, without the tug of war, is going to lead to your healing. Now, third point when it comes to what it truly takes to be free, it will take the courage to live with a different kind of discomfort than you've been used to. Not the discomfort of symptoms and certain thought patterns, but the discomfort shaped by vulnerability and the unknown. When the intuition speaks to us and we find a little bit of progress, we move into that world of the unknown, where we have a different relationship with our symptoms, our thought patterns, and things going on the outside. When we move into that space, we get afraid. Because anxiety is many people's comfort zones. A small part of them wants to recover, but the bigger part of them is afraid of moving forward and beyond what's been their comfort zone for so many years. What comes with anxiety? Well, discomfort, feelings in your body, symptoms, sensations, certain thought patterns that you've gotten used to, right? Even certain victimization, identities that come with anxiety. All of these things have created a comfort zone in mind and body for you. So it's important for you to understand that you will experience a different kind of discomfort when you are actually healing, when you're in the healing space. And that discomfort comes in the shape of this. Sometimes, socially, when you're speaking to people, you feel like you no longer have to put up an act. You're no longer performing for people based on what they want to hear, agreeing with them, and all of that stuff, right? So the discomfort comes in the shape of this letting go feeling and being authentic and putting yourself first for once. That's the discomfort that I'm talking about. Or the discomfort around vulnerability, like you're going to the grocery store and you feel like somebody else is going to the grocery store. This isn't who you've been used to, right? Now you're kind of walking slowly. There's more of a carefree feeling, right? You're actually talking to someone. It's that kind of a vulnerability or nakedness that I'm talking about. It's about the unknown. What will happen if I don't pay attention to my symptoms every single moment throughout the day? What happens then, right? That is the world of the unknown. That is the discomfort that I'm talking about. Now, a lot of this comes naturally based on the proper mindset and attitude that you have towards your healing. That is no longer forceful, but it's more so curious and trusting in what is to come, right? And I wanted to package this in a way that truly gets through to you, my friends. This is coming from my heart, and this is what I believe it will truly take to be free from what it is you're experiencing right now. I hope this video spoke to you. Comment below and let me know in what way you had a more than anxiety moment. I want to hear from you. Give this video a like, please, if it spoke to you. And if you want to learn more about any of my recovery programs, starting your recovery, your journey with me today, click here. I love you, and remember that you are more than anxiety. See you soon.